G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Aces of Valor from Legion War Games, and we're about to go on with mission 6 of our long 1916 German campaign, and this mission is artillery spotting. So we're taking our 1 2-seater and 3 fighters. So the 2-seater we drew as of the last video is a 1-1, and we're taking Ernst a 2-1, Werner a 1, and Josef a 1-1 along with us. Now, in line with that, we had the friendly ground offensive as our post-mission event last time. So major attack pushes back enemy trenches, increases flight operations tempo. For the next mission, enemy trench lines are considered friendly, and this is where we're going, for forced landings, and there is no AA ground fire in here. So we don't have to worry about AAA in here. Add +1 to all flight event check die rolls in enemy territory. Okay, but we're considered friendly, so we don't have to worry about that because we're not going over into enemy territory. Yay! So I'm going to leave that there anyway, so I try and remember. And we are about to hit the Frog and Toad and take off. So I think the easiest way is we'll just come down to Valenciennes and then straight across and then back again. So let's get rid of that. I don't know why that's in there at the moment. In fact, we can leave that like that so you can see it. So we are off and racing. It is clear weather, and we move down and we roll up, and it's 11 or 12 for a flight event, and nothing happening there. We fly west across our depot. Nothing happening. Over our rail yard, heading towards the trenches, still looking good. Over the balloon barrage, still nothing happening. We get into our side of the trenches. This is a 9 to 12 now, and we have a 10, so we do have a flight event. Somebody saw us coming. A 7. And a 7 in the trenches. There's enemy fighters, a D6 of them. Okay. 2. So we have 2 enemy fighters. Before I draw them, I'm going to do the... I can't. I've got to draw them first for the detection check. So we'll just draw 2. And we get Andrew, who's a 1-0, and James, a 1-1. So they're sending up some of the varsity for us. Okay, so roll up on the detection check, and we get a 7. Now, our best skill is a 2, so we're up to 9. Their best skill is a 1, which is back down to 8, and then we've got a 2-seater which is back down to 7, and no advantage. Air combat occurs. Righto, so let's grab these little fellas here and we will come over to here, ready to rock and roll. So we'll put the Tommies out first. So we've got James, who's a 7 and 1 is 8 and 2 is 10. And Andrew, who's a 7 and 1 and 8, and 5 is 13. So they've got sort of mid-cover, high cover. Righto, us. Ernst is a 7 and 2 is 9, and 2 is 11. Werner, 7 and 1 is 8, and 5 is 13. Josef, 7 and 1 is 8, and 2 is 10. That's not real flash. And our 2-seater, who is a 4, plus 1 is 5. 6, 7. Righto. So we'll do Werner first, attacking James. So he's at 13, 2. 10 is 3, which gives him 3 attack die. And he is a +1, which is a miss. And that's 4 potential hits. So therefore 1 die +3. 4 and 3 is 7. And James is damaged. We needed 1 more. Bugger. And Werner breaks away. Next up we have Andrew, who's going after Ernst. He's 2 away. So he's going to get 2 attacking die. He's a +1, which gives him a 4 and a 5. So 2 potential hits. 1 die +1. A 6, and he does it. And Ernst is damaged, and Andrew waves as he pulls away. Ernst is now going to attack James and see if he can shoot him down. Now he is at 1 away, so that's 2 attacking dice. He is a +2 looking for 5s. And he gets 1 5, 1 4, which does nothing. So he needs to get a 6 to shoot James down, and he does not, and he pulls away. Joseph can't do anything, which leaves James and the 2-seater. Now they're at 3 distance, so they both get 3 die. Defensive fire first, +1s looking for 5s, and we get a miss, and a miss. We just sprayed shit all over the sky. Okay, James is looking for 5s, and he's +1. And he gets 1, 2 potential hits. So 1 die +1. So he needs to get a 6 to do anything. And he misses. And James breaks away as well. And we go to combat round 2. So we're looking at the combat event check. We have a 10. No modifiers. All enemy aircraft depart. So James and Andrew diddly bop off, and our other aircraft are there ready to go. I'm just going to leave them down here for the time being. Except for Ernst, I'm going to bring over... Oh, I'll just leave him there. We've got to do a damage check on him. So at the moment, we were here. We're now moving into our mission objective. And due to the ground offensive, there is no AA fire whatsoever. So we'll do our roll for our damaged aircraft check. A 2. We need to double up. Okay, and we get an 8. Whoop, where did we go? Damaged aircraft check. We have an 8 plus his air skill, which is 2, is a 10. Aircraft remains in flight. Okay, and then we can do our flight event. Oh, it's a 9, so we're going to have a flight event in the trenches. Okay, and it's going to be a 2. Weather change or engine trouble. Okay, so we roll a die 6. A 5 is engine trouble. Oh, excuse me. 1 fighter aircraft of player's choice returns to home airfield ready or recovery box based on its damage. Okay, so we are going to take Ernst, and he's just going to go brrr, flies home, and we put him into the recovery box, which leaves us Werner, Josef, and the 2-seater. Right. Okay, so we are doing artillery spotting. Let's just bring this over here like that. That'll make it a bit easier. In clear weather. So, first AA round. We roll a die 6 for AA against the 2-seater. A 4 is 2. So we have 2 artillery dice, no modifiers, and they both miss. So he comes in for his artillery spotting, and we get a 4, plus his ground skill, so let's put him up there so you can see him, is a 5, no modifier for clouds or rounds, so we have a 5 for artillery, is good, and we get 3 MPs on the first round. Okay. We go to round 2. We roll 4. Now, I've forgotten. I don't think we roll for flight events. Let me just have a quick look. I don't know why I forgot that, but I did. So, no. Photo missions and artillery spotting. Place the flight in the initiative track and rolling initiative are not necessary. In these types of missions, the target sector has its own double A. Or an escort role to engage fighters or attack ground targets of opportunity. Yep, event check. Yeah, I was right, dickhead. Okay, we do our event check. We get an 8. We are considered in our normal space. We're not in anybody's rear. We're over the trenches. An 8. All enemy aircraft apart, so nothing happening there. And we go in again. So now we have round 2 for triple A. We get a 3, no modifier, which is 3 attacking dice. And we have 1 potential hit, which can't do anything, but we'll roll it anyways. And then we're coming in for our spotting. We roll a 2, plus his ground skill is 3, plus another one for the round 2 modifier is 4. And a 4 is average, which gives us a 2. So we're up to 5 MPs. We go up to the 3rd round. We roll for an event. We get a 7. Nothing else happening, or any aircraft remains. So no, there's no fighter coverage or anything like that. We do AAA for the 3rd round. We get a 3, which is 4 shots at our little man, our 2-seater. And none of them come close. Well, 1 came close. And we roll up, and we get a 5. Plus 1 for his ground skill is 6. Plus 2, making it 8 for round 3. 7 plus, excellent. 4 MPs, taking us up to 9 MPs. Okay, so this can now come out of here. Put that back over there. Our 2-seater goes back up there, along with our 2 fighters, like that. And we are ready to fly home. Okay, so we move back into our sector E. We're still looking at a 9 to 12. Nothing happening there. Back over our balloon barrage, and we're looking at only 11s and 12s now. Nothing happening. Back to rail yard. Nothing happening. Up to the depot. Nothing happening. We'll go up to the clear area. Nothing happening. And back to our home airfield. And, ooh, nearly something, but not quite. And, we grab our post-event. Miraculous escape. A pilot thought dead or captured has miraculously returned to duty. Select one aircraft at random from the lost box and place it in the recovery box. Cannot be used until after the next mission. If the squadron now has 8 or more aircraft, select one and return it to the cup. Okay, so we can just select one. I'm just going to read that again to make sure. Because we do have, let's put the two-seater away. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 aircraft. So nobody's coming back. Select one aircraft at random from the lost box and place it in the recovery. It may not come back on the next. If the squadron now has more than 8 aircraft, select one. Okay, so we bring one back and then we can select an aircraft to put away. So here are our lost aircraft. And we've got 5 of them. So I'm going to roll a D. Do I have a D10 in here? I do. And we'll simply go 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. We roll a 3. So it's going to be Bruno comes back. These guys stay over there. Now Bruno is a 0, 0. So we're just going to put Bruno back in the mix. So he's going back into Tier 2 aircraft like that. We thought we'd lost him, but he's back. Okay. So, end of mission. We ended up with 9 mission points. So we could take 3 VPs, but we do have Ernst, who is still damaged. So even if I recover him, he's still going to be in there. So Heinrich comes back anyway. So Heinrich and Otto are 0s. Kurt's a 0. We've got Oswald. We've got Josef. We've got Werner and Fritz. So, what do I want to do? I think we've got enough aircraft at the moment, so I'm going to spend all 9 VPs. Mission points to get 3 VPs, which will take us up to 13 VPs, and that is that. Remembering that we need, for a long campaign, we need 25 for a minor victory. So I think that's fair enough. So we're 6 missions down out of 16, so we're just over a third. We're at about 35% or so, and as I say, we want a minimum of 25, and we've got just over 50% of that. So I think we're doing okay at the moment, but we'll see what happens. So next up is the next mission. And what do we get? More artillery spotting. 3 fighters and a 2-seater. And we are going this time to roll 2d6. 6. We're going to trench sector D. Straight across this time. We did E last time. Okay, 3 fighters and a 2-seater. So we'll come across here again, grab our little 2-seaters. So I can't see what's happening. We pull on. I don't want one of their 2-seaters, you idiot. Though I did put my 2-seater in there. My 2-seaters are here. And we get a 0, 0 this time. Okay. So we have a 0, 0, and we have to take 3. So again, what we're really looking at is being able to protect him. So I think what I'd like to do is take 2 good ones and 1 other. So I'm going to take Otto, who's a 0, 0. I would like to try and get him beefed up a little bit. And I need 2 fighters, so because Oswald's a 1, 1. So we'll take Joseph, and we will take Werner. So that gives us a 1, 1 and a 1, 0. Okay. So now we need to look at the weather. A 3 is, light cloud. So it's going to be a -1 to artillery spotting. And that is that. So we are good to go. That was a nice short mission. So we will call it quits there, and when we come back, we'll go on with mission 7. So take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.